till I die. In the hood, I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I go, putting on, putting on.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, playing above 500 in the last few weeks. Not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy like this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq. Not just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me a one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the league.
But you said you just called me a
one-way player. I said in a long time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes. That's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish in his ways.
Hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Oh, that was outrageously fun.
That was pretty freakish.
Oh, it was. Here's Kevin
Harlan. I already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Oh.
You lose a point.
At the small forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 25, Tavo Sapolosha. At guard, 6'7" from Creighton, number 26, Kyle Korver. And at center, 6'10" from Florida, number 15, Al Horford. Boss. At forward from Louisiana Tech, number 4, Paul Millsap. At point guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 2, Freak. The head coach of your home team is Mike Budenholzer. Ladies and gentlemen, your Atlanta.
We're broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take the hardwood here at the Phillips Arena. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. And, of course, C.J. Watson, his first game in his new Atlanta Hawks uniform.
You know, that trade that you mentioned isn't making front-page news, but sometimes the best trades are the quiet ones. But I really believe this is going to pay dividends for this team in the future.
Yeah, you don't always have to make the huge splash to make the biggest impact. A lot of times when you can just fill voids and find the right role players, that can be equally as important.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Sullinger and Zeller are the duo down low. And it's Drew in at small forward. Now here's Sullinger. Here's Drew. Sullinger the screen. Lock at 6. And Thomas, here we go. Missed inside. Atlanta with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Sullinger the screen. Bradley against Korver. Three-pointer. Rebound, Atlanta. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And, you know, they'd say they were aggressive. The other guys might say they got a favorable whistle. We'll see if that continues tonight and what gives.
Here's Thomas following the basket by Freak. Fires at the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Here's Sullinger. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Walker goes in.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Now Walker after Jared Sullinger's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's Walker penetrating. Excellent D from Thomas.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Drew. Millsap covering. The shot by Zeller, no good. The Hawks leading by 6. And a wide open look for Walker on the mark with the 15-footer. Walker's got 8 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And they're able to recover. Here's Bradley. The good-looking shot from the wing. Bradley's got his first basket. Here's Walker. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Brad Stevens and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Free throw good, Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Walker against Thomas. Excellent D from Thomas. Celtics trail by 4. Floats one. Zeller. Sullinger trying to break free. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist by Thomas.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Korver gets a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Walker against Thomas. Sullinger outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks leading by 4. Expanding his range. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Walker.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Sullinger against Millsap. Sullinger dishes to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's the pass to Cephalosha. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. Freak number 1.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it.
That's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. The Celtics also with a sub. Crowder's checked in. And Thomas, here we go. To halt the run. No good off the back of the rim.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Now, here's Bradley. Following the miss by Freak.
And let's check out some stats for Horford. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 5th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's such an efficient scorer. I mean, he understands the offense. He moves well without the ball. I love what he does out there offensively.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Lee comes in for Drew, and Smart subbed in for Thomas. Here's Walker. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 13 points now in the game for Walker. Now the dish to Crowder. Kicks to Bradley. Pass to Smart. Tries from 10. Offensive rebound.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And there's the foul on Jake Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Horford. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Tavo Cephalosha. Olenek, he's checked in for Boston. Barbosa comes in for Avery Bradley. Here's Walker. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 15 points for Freak.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Lee gets the bucket. Now Walker, 15 points in the game.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Rebound by Olenek. Celtics trail by 10. Barbosa with it. Picked up by Teague. Barbosa kicks to Olenek. Sinks the three-pointer.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Walker, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists. Really an extraordinary game for Walker. He already has 18 points and also a block shot.
It's amazing. More than 50% of their scoring has come from just one guy.
He is tearing it up, ripping it to shreds. I tell you what, this is some kind of game he's having here.
They get it back. There's the double team with Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Smart. The feed now to Lee. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here's Walker. 18 points for him. Crowder with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Barbosa with the ball. He feeds it to Lee. Smart passes to Lee. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta making some changes. Justin Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. And it's Watson in for Walker. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Millsap. Good on the triple.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Barbosa dishes to Lee. Atlanta will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Millsap. Cephalosha comes in for Hardaway. Teague is checked in for Justin Holiday. And Walker subbed in for C.J. Watson. On the court for the Celtics, Sullinger and Zeller are the duo down low. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. And it's Drew in at the 3.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 38 points and was just an absolute force inside on defense, batting away shots every second he was on the floor. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Oh, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The Hawks have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Free throw, no good for Teague. Celtics trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it's Bradley off the drive. That's good.